Am I on? Is this thing on? Hello. If you've just arrived, hello, it's not your fault. If you make sure that you're not sitting in the back three tables, you should be sitting at a table which has a pack of yellow cards on it and some Sharpie pens. So if you're not sitting in those tables, please move forward. Can I have my slides up, please? Maybe not. Or maybe you're working on it. Anyway, yes, my name's John. I run a product and marketing innovation studio called Smithery. My tagline is indeed, making things people want beats making people want things. And myself and Mr. Mark Earls will be running a session in parallel. So he's in with the client room in there, doing exactly the same thing with exactly the same slides. So that's us, John and Mark. But we also, we're not just John and Mark, we have superhero alter egos. So we have mundane superhero power. So Mark is Cake Boy. He has the ability to get to cake anyone faster than anyone else in the room at any given point. And I am Parent IT Man. So I have the unique ability to be able to solve my mum and dad's IT crisis by phone from wherever I am in the world. In fact, I hope my phone's off by turning it on and turning it back off again. But the thing is, we're not unique in this. We're not the only people who have mundane superpowers. You all have a mundane superhero inside you. And what we'd like you to do as a first thing is to open the pack and use the pens to draw who your mundane superhero is on a card and introduce yourself to everyone at the table as your mundane superhero power. So we will do this for about 2 minutes of the allocated 20. So you have the cards. What is your mundane superhero power? Go. For the people who are just coming in, if you come forward onto these tables, there is things to be doing. On the back three tables, we don't have any space for the things to be done, and cards and materials. So once you've got your mundane superhero, I want you to introduce yourselves to everyone else at the table and say, I am Ironing Man, or I am Wi-Fi hotspot identification man. Someone here is probably Wi-Fi password man, has been telling everyone else what the Wi-Fi password is. Oh, okay, so for all the new people, hello new people, hi. Oh, waving and everything. The new people are really friendly, everyone, so that's why they should be made welcome down the front. Please don't sit in the back tables because there's no cards and pens. Come down the front if you just sat in the back tables. And there's lots of space down here. Because we need you to draw a mundane superhero. What is your mundane superhero power? Because you need to introduce yourselves to everyone else around the table. So if you're sitting on the back three tables without cards and without pens, please do that. Okay, so we've got 30 more seconds. Hopefully you've all got a mundane superhero in front of you, because what I want you then to do is you'll be able to introduce yourselves to all the clients next door as your mundane superhero power, because they're doing exactly the same thing. So you can stick it in the back of your lanyard to say, yes, I'm John, but I am also Parent IT Man. So once you've got your mundane superhero, stick it in the back of your lanyard, and that'll give you something to talk to people about later. Why am I doing this? Firstly, it's to sort of like to get you to open the cards, because you're going to need the cards, because the things that we're going to be doing on them in a minute are more important than mundane superheroes. And secondly, there's an interesting connection in sort of like getting people to draw things on cards and show and share and use it as a common currency between people. And what we want to facilitate over the next day is a conversation between people using social objects, using things that people go, oh, that's interesting, I've got something like that. I've got something that sort of like works with that or doesn't work with that. So good, Mark and I think and work a lot around innovation. And for us, innovation is not hard in in concept. It's about two very simple things. It's about fixing broken things, and not this mammoth sort of like invention of the completely new and the completely unique experience. It's kind of like fix the things that are broken. So what is broken in sort of like the market research industry about working together? The panel earlier I thought was fascinating on the sort of like clients are about picking the right people and vendors are about picking methodologies. So sort of like selling clients methodologies might not be the right thing. So that might be one of the broken things. And the second thing is about, to get to fixing those broken things, it's about lots of small hacks. It's not about the one genius step by the lone inventor. It's about trying lots and lots of different things and seeing what works to fix different problems. So today, in this session, for the next 10 minutes, we will be drawing out those broken things. And drawing them out literally. We'll be asking you to sort of like to get one card and a pen and draw on what you think is the thing. What is the broken thing in market research? What's the thing of all the stuff that you've heard today already? What's the thing that you go, aha, that's the issue. That's the thing that we should be trying to fix. Because we'll have a whole room of cards from you guys creating that stuff, and then we'll be able to mix it up with all the things that the people next door think is broken as well. And then you'll find us in a space next door looking to solve those broken things and match them up and build lots of small little hacks with you. So as you pop by the tables and we put up installations around the place, just sort of demonstrating, is this a thing? Is this a way forward? Do people agree to this? Is this something we should try? So what I want you to do now is on one card, think about sort of like, what's the thing that I think is broken? It doesn't have to be a giant thing. It can just be a small thing. It can just be sort of like, you know what, if we didn't have to do this, it'd be much better. If this didn't exist, it'd be easier. So it might be procurement, for the sort of like the size of projects that we do sometimes for clients, and for the sort of like the approaches that we want to take. Going back again to the panel session about sort of like how do you work quickly and iteratively to explore. Going through the pain of a procurement process might be too painful to be able to do work like that. Or it might be talk, not action. So we talk too much about things. We hypothesize in white-walled rooms. I actually think this is in the wrong order. Imagine it, see it, do it. As opposed to do it, see it, imagine it. Do something and then evaluate what's working rather than trying to conceptualize it before you do anything. So, for the next 3 minutes on one card, draw the thing that you think is broken in market research. And this time round, you're going to have one, because I'm going to make you all stand up in a minute with it. Even the shy ones. Bear in mind, when you're writing and drawing it out, please make it as legible as you can and as clear as you can, because other people are going to see it, and other people are going to take it and go, oh, that's an interesting thing. So it's almost like you're making the smallest poster in the world. I might apply to the Guinness Book of Records for smallest poster in the world and see what happens. Just so I get a sense of how you're all getting on. Once you've got one, can you hold it above your head? Keep holding it. It's the only form of exercise you'll get. Almost there. Could I have the lights up, please? Hiya! Okay, so you've all got these little talismans, these things that you think is the broken thing. I want everybody to stand up. And I want you to do something that's going to be quite tricky in a room like this, but we'll do it nonetheless. I want you to find people who've got a thing like your thing. Who's got a thing like your thing? How are you going to find the people who've got a thing like your thing? Probably by talking to them and finding out who's got what. So, and once you've found a thing that's like your thing, then find other people who've got your thing as well. And I want you to move around and cluster. And then to finish off, we'll just find out what the clusters are. So find people who've got a thing like your thing. Once you've found some people, move around, because there must be other people who are like your people. Two more minutes. There's a prize for the group who are the biggest. So you get 30 seconds left. Some people will be in groups. If you're in a group and you think, hey, we're all talking about the same thing, appoint yourself a spokesperson who will hold their hand up. If you can't find anyone with your thing, that's kind of interesting. We'll work out a way to hear what your thing is. Okay, right, wrapping up. Oh, yes, yes. We could do the Mexican shh. Do you want to do a Mexican shh? So I'll go shh. Didn't even have to do a Mexican one. So, who's in a big group? Who's found themselves a nice group and somebody can tell us about? You down here. Can I get the microphone down to this group here? This one here.
But I think quality is better than quantity, isn't it? What do you want to know?
What's your group? What do you perceive the broken thing to be?
Okay, a lot of very similar ideas. I started off with too many presentations and not enough stories, and then one of the groups said, yes, but shouldn't stories be part of presentations? So his idea was too much data and not enough.
Well, too much reliance on numbers. Too much reliance on numbers and reducing behavior to just a number rather than the broader context of human behavior.
So we decided to go together because instead of numbers, let's talk more about stories. And then we also had Eddie, who said too many reports and not enough insights. So I think stories is the prolongation of insights or a way of sharing insights. And then, oh, you're separate. Oh, you don't.
Oh,
Ray doesn't want to be part of us. Sorry.
Ray's gone rogue. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I gather that's something Ray may do a lot. Are you? Who wants to
also,
join this group?
Okay.
Come and join this group if you want to join this group.
Carol, I didn't talk about your idea.
Okay, so and then let's get it. So you're a similar kind of thing. Whose group's got a completely different thing? We'll hear from one more group, and then I'll ask you to do one more last thing. So you a similar thing? Well, that's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a similar thing, then excellent. Can I hear from something? A group who are. Oh, I'm sorry. Cuddle. A group who have something different. This group over here. We'll hear from this group over here, please. At the far end. Sorry, I'm making you run all over the place.
Hello? Yeah.
Perspective, context.
Well, we found each other, I hope I represent as well, but we found each other because we feel like we're a help desk rather than, people you invite to discuss business challenges. Like, usually people, or my client, not all of them, but some of them, they come with lots and lots of detailed questions, but they don't let us be part of the business opportunity and the business challenges and the things that are really, really exciting. And this is usually when our projects are over. So we see that as a very broken thing.
Yes, and that you feel that's representative of all of you?
I don't know.
The thing is that also this creates a vicious cycle, because then we get disconnected from reality, and business feels this disconnection. So next time they don't put us in as well.
Yeah, brilliant. We don't have time, unfortunately, to hear from you all, but that's okay, because that's not the end of this. What I'd like you all to do is bring all of your cards in your teams and almost pile them up in little piles of teams here on the stage. Because then we're going to take them next door and start working through them and looking at all the broken things and looking at them alongside the client ones as well, and working out what's broken on both sides and how we might spend the next day with you all and the various coffee breaks and lunch times building little hacks to solve that. And then we'll come back tomorrow and feed back. So if I could have all your little piles of cards on the stage. How does the IP work on this? And then, oh, yeah, we're done.
Okay. Well.
So yes, come and find us next door. That's pointing the wrong way, isn't it? Nah, not that way, that way.
All right.
Thank you very much, and thank you for all chipping in. Thank you, Ray.